Hello everyone, this is Jake from Down the Weeaboo Hole, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. I don't know if you've heard, but One Piece is getting a new TCG. It's released in Japan, and it's going to be released in North America later this year sometime during the fall or winter, which is super exciting if you're a TCG fan. Personally, I prefer collecting cards than actually playing them. I collect the new Digimon TCG, and I also collect some holographic Pokemon cards on the side if I like the art. But today I want to talk about the original art being made for the One Piece TCG. It looks absolutely gorgeous, some of these cards, and I just want to show them off to you guys. And we're going to start off with the alternative art set. For those who don't know, sometimes in TCGs some cards will get alternative arts. They're usually super rare and super expensive, and this is usually where all your money goes when collecting trading cards. But right now this is Yamato and Luffy, and both these cards look incredible. The Yamato's colors look insane, super vibrant and colorful. I love it. And the Luffy just looks so dynamic and powerful and has like this really nice comic art style to it. I really love both these cards a lot. Next up, we've got Nami and Boa Hancock. Nami's looking great, and so does Hancock. I really want the Nami card, but from what I've seen, it's like $200 so far, so probably not going to get it, but hopefully more Nami cards will be made in the future. And I'm hoping this TCG gets popular, but I really like both these cards a lot. They're very colorful. Next up, we've got probably my favorite card in the entire TCG so far, which is this Zorro. I love the pose. I love the colors for it. It's very dynamic, very powerful, very terrifying. It's a very awesome piece. Mihawk on the other side is pretty basic. It's a nice piece, but not my favorite. I think I prefer the original art to this one, which we'll get to later on, but it's still pretty nice. And then we've got Ulti and Law. I love this Ulti. You all know that she's probably my favorite character introduced in Wano. I love like the hockey that's radiating from her in the piece. It's super cool. And the Law is more simple, but it's a very nice pose as well. And I think seeing these both in holographic and in person are gonna be like really nice. Then we got this amazing Shanks. It's gonna be super expensive. The alternative art to this one is even more expensive. It's like $2,000 already, which is crazy. But I really like this Shanks a lot. The other one is more in the traditional manga style. So this TCG is a bit unique as it has original art, manga art, and the anime art all fused together. Personally, for me, I'm not really going to be playing this game, so I'm just going to be collecting this original art. I don't really need to see the manga panels in color or the anime art, so I'm just gonna be strictly collecting the OG cards being made. The Kaido, I'm not a fan of. I don't really like this Kaido at all. I think it's just the style of art I'm not a fan of. But on the other hand, this Sanji is super awesome. Love it. Also, this Doflamingo is super sinister. I love all the strings around the card, and it really just fits Doflamingo's very puppeteering personality. And then we got two of the three All-Stars. Super big fan of this King. I love King's design when he like shows his face. Really awesome. And the Queen's okay. A little basic, but not too bad. And so we've got this Kid and this Jack, both of these cards looking fantastic. I really love the hockey being displayed in Kid's card, and Jack's also very detailed and looks very fearsome, so both awesome alternative arts. Now we've got Crocodile and Kinemon. Both these cards look great. I'm a little sad because Crocodile does not have like a regular original art in this set, and it just has this alternative art one, and I think Kinemon as well. Most of the alternative arts don't have an original art piece with them in the common set, so that's a bit of a letdown because like Nami, Luffy, Zorro, all of them just have alternative arts that are original, so those are gonna be pretty pricey. But these two look great. That's the end of the alternative art, and now we're just gonna go into the common, uncommon, rare cards. And we've got the original Hancock, and I'm not a fan of this art style. It looks a little cheap and like from DeviantArt a little bit, or like a doujinshi. It's not horrible, but I kind of expected a bit better for it. The Mihawk, on the other hand, looks awesome. Love it. I'm going to try to pick up this card for sure. I prefer this one a lot more than the alternative art. And then another ulti, which I'm very happy about. This one's going to be a lot cheaper, so definitely going to pick this one up. And this king is really cool as well. I love all the flames around him. As you can see, like, this art is like really impressive, and like I'm really happy they're getting all these artists to give all these different art styles to One Piece, and they're translating pretty well because Oda definitely has a very unique art style that's hard to replicate and like put in different art styles. I find One Piece art, especially like fan art, is very hit or miss, I find, but a lot of this art being made for this card game, it's borrowing from Oda's vision and just improving on it and making it a lot more detailed than the manga. Then we got another Kaido and another Jack. I love this Jack. It's hilarious. His chest is so huge. It's ridiculous. And I think I prefer this Kaido over the other one. He's using Thunder Bagua, and it looks pretty damn cool. Next, we have probably another favorite of mine from this set, Miss All Sunday. I love the purple and the white in this card. The background just really makes this whole card just pop to me. I really like the pose of Robin in this card. She looks very mysterious, as she did when we first were introduced to her so long ago. So a very big fan of this card. Kuma, on the other hand, not a big fan of. It's a pretty basic pose, not horrible, but I expected a bit more. I do find that maybe Kuma is hard to draw and make like dynamic poses with him because he's so bulky. Hopefully, if this TCG is popular, we'll get more characters, and then like they'll go back to the old characters, and we might get different Kumas in the future. So this set is also a little weird because we get 2 X-Drakes. We'll see the other ones later, but this one's okay. I'm a fan of X-Drake, so I'll definitely pick this one up. I do really love this Doflamingo. He looks incredibly evil. I also like the texturing for this card. It's very unique. It looks like a painting, and it just makes him come off so evil. I love it. Here is another one of my favorite cards. I really hope this artist sticks around and makes a lot more cards in the future. This Perona is incredible. The colors, the composition, just her pose, everything about it is just perfect, and I'm just a really big fan of the colors. I love it. Also, this killer is very dynamic as well, and it's just a really awesome card. I love that he's doing a backflip. Just both of these cards are super sick. Next, we got Otama and Black Maria. Black Maria looks really well done. She's also going to be a pretty hard character to put in dynamic poses because of her size, but I hope we get more of her later on. I love the art style for this Tama. Very anime, very detailed. Probably another favorite of mine from this set for sure. So here's the other X-Drake. I think I prefer this one a lot more. I like the more action-oriented pose here. The Raizo, pretty boring, pretty basic for Raizo, but not too bad. So you can't really see it in this image, but Beppo has a giant explosion behind him, so I just love this Beppo card. Beppo is not like the strongest character, so it's just, I feel like the artist was just having a lot of fun with it. So great card. Also, can't go wrong with Bon Clay. Love the coloring for this one, so I can't wait to pick up both of these for sure. Then we got page 1 sitting down. Not super impressive. I do like the shadowing for this card, and the Jinbei is pretty nice as well. The water texture is really nice. I like the movement of the water as well. I feel like Jinbei is also another character that's hard to like design around because of his size and his bulk. Then we got Caesar Clown. He's looking pretty good. And Gekko Moria, who looks awesome. Shadows are on full display in this artwork, and it just worked so well. I really love this Moria card as well. Definitely going to be picking up this card as well. In all honesty, I'm going to be trying to pick up every single card that I can. Now we've got Hawkins and Sasaki. Sasaki's in a pretty basic pose. I would have liked something more dynamic with him. He wasn't really displayed that much in the arc, so it would have been nice to see him a bit more characterized in artwork. Hawkins, on the other hand, has great lighting effect on it with all the cards. I really love this Hawkins card as well. It's really nice. Now we got Orochi. He's pretty basic, nothing special about him, but the Kirishiro looks fantastic. The moon in the background, the artwork for this card is very different from the others in this set, so it's a very standout design, really nice. I'm just a big fan of this Mr. 3 card. I love his shit-eating grin, and I like the art style for it, so that's great. Daz Bones, Mr. One. He looks all right. Nothing too crazy. Now we get to these awesome cards. Both Arlong and the Pacifistas look awesome. I love all the smoke coming off of these Pacifistas. They're very threatening here, and I think this artist was able to use like Kuma's bulk to their advantage to make a very powerful piece compared to the actual Kuma card. And the Arlong here is coming straight towards you. I love the perspective. Fantastic. And now we get 2 of the 9 Scabbards. Kawamatsu here looking awesome. I love the effect of like his blade with the green glow around it. It's a very dynamic pose he's in and just very beautifully drawn. I love it. Ashura Doji on the other hand, little basic, nothing too special, which pretty much suits the character himself. Sorry to any Ashura Doji fans who might be watching this video. Next we've got Inuyasha and the other queen, and I think I prefer this queen. He's much more goofy, and also I really love the art style for this Inuyasha. Both pretty great cards. Then we got Hirogoro. He's looking very much like his anime incarnation, so I was kind of confused if this was an original piece or just an anime image. So I guess props to the artist for really getting the anime style right. The Bartolomeo looks sick. He's a great smile. I really like the art style. Very happy with that one. Then we got this giant. I forget his name, and I don't want to butcher it. And we got Sai with Baby 5. I feel like Baby 5 looks really good, and Sai is like whatever. But both these cards are probably on the lower end of the cards I'm hyped for. Nothing too special. But this Carrot is probably in my top 10 favorite cards for this set. I love her smile. I love the lighting. I love the art style they chose for her. This is personally a perfect card for me. I can't wait to pick this one up. And even the other card next to it, I forget this dog's name, I always do. He's very goofy looking, but the lighting for this one as well is very beautiful, and it's a very cute art style. I like it. Then we've got Cavendish, and beautiful artwork. I love it. It really goes with his aesthetic. He's very into himself, and this card really projects that. I love it. And this Caribou perfectly reflects Caribou as well. Very disgusting, and he's trying to kidnap a bunch of mermaids. Very gross guy. Then we got Holdem, which I was pretty surprised to see he got a card before a lot of other characters, but it's a pretty funny one. He's punching his crotch with the lion face on it, so that's pretty good. And this Fukurokujo is insane. His earlobes are huge, and the background is insane and intense. I'm a real big fan of this one. So whoever drew this Fukurokujo, hats off to you. You made a character that should have been boring super damn awesome. But now we get to the low point of the original art, and you got these 2 old geezers from Wano. I don't have much to say for them. They're very basic, which is okay, but it would have been nice to get something a bit more exciting for these 2. And the next 2 cards as well, nothing too spectacular. Also, the characters themselves are not that special or important, so pretty meh for these as well. But I'm so happy to see that Monet gets a card. Monet is one of my favorite characters, so definitely picking this one up. I love it. The ice aesthetic's really beautiful. The lighting itself and the art style. I'm a big fan of this like more realistic art style that they're doing for this card set. And we've also got Virgo, who looks awesome as well. Can't wait to pick up both of these. Then we switch over to maybe not the best designs. Bellamy, his face looks a bit odd. He does have a nice pose, but I feel like it could have been better. And Miss Doublefinger looks like she's just from the anime here. I was hoping for something maybe a bit more unique art style wise. But we've got Don Krieg, and he's looking really damn cool here. A great action shot of him. And we've also got Smiley, which I was surprised to see, and it's a very awesome view. We see, I think, a bunch of the Marines just seeing this horrible, giant, gooey salamander walking towards them. I'm happy to just see Smiley getting a card. Then we've got Wire, who I had to look up, and I was like, who is this guy? I thought he was like a villain from one of the One Piece movies, but he's actually on Kid's crew. Like, I completely forgot about him, and his card looks pretty damn nice for like a tertiary or whatever after tertiary character. And Alvida, which I'm happy to see, and she looks freaking amazing here. Love this card. Then we got Penguin and Sachi. I love that these 2 cards match. These 2 are inseparable, so I am a fan of these 2 cards. They're very simple, but so are the characters. We've got Babanuki and Boa Huang. I think Boa Huang looks freaking amazing here. I love her hair color, and I just like the art chosen for this. Babanuki, on the other hand, is pretty whatever. He's okay. He looks like he's just came out from the anime, so I'm not a huge fan of him. We've also got Speed, who looks hilarious. Her smile's ridiculous, but we've also got kind of the anime style as well here. Apu looks pretty damn amazing. All his notes are just flying straight towards the viewer. I think he looks great. And then we've got these two really damn awesome cards. We've got Who's Who and Kamizo, and they're both looking really damn awesome. I love Who's Who's colors. The art style is pretty nice as well, and Kamizo's got a great pose. He's looking right down at you with his scythe ready, with the moonlight shining in the background. Great lighting for both of these cards. And the last two cards I am showing are Nekomamushi and John Bart. Not a fan of John Bart here. It's looking a little too comic-y for me. It looks way more like from the anime, which you can tell that guy I have some trouble with, because if you're going to do original art, I feel like you should make it as distinct as you possibly can. But the Nekomamushi looks awesome. It looks like he'll go very well with the Inurashi that I showed before. But yeah, these are the original art for the first One Piece set. I think they nailed it. I'm a really big fan. I'm always worried about other artists adapting Oda's work because of his unique art style, and like, will it translate well in the art style that they choose? And I believe for the most part it did really well for the first card set. Let me know if you're going to be collecting these cards, or you're going to be playing the card game. Which characters do you want to see in the next set? Personally, I want to see like the Big Mom Pirates, the Marines, the Vinsmoke family, but I think they have a pretty great selection of characters so far. Hopefully the next set they'll do more original art for the Straw Hats. There was barely any for this set. Like, where's Frankie? Where's Usopp? Where's Chopper? But as always, guys, subscribe if you have not already. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you want to talk to me about One Piece or any other anime or even trading card game, come join the Discord. I'd love to talk to you. Take care, everyone, and good luck on collecting these cards.